Hey, Jeremy here with the Disc Jockey News. I'm at Mobile Beat 2018, and it's nice and quiet right now. I'm with David at BASSBOSS, and David's going to talk to us a little bit about their products. And the reason why we're not doing it so loud is because we want to make sure that you catch everything David's got to say. And David's got a lot to say about his products. He's got some great stuff. And for a lot of the DJs do the stuff like I do. I do big schools, big club type of school events. And to do that, I need some really good sound. And I need great bass, which is, in the name. And I need those things because that's what I'm looking for to get the excitement out of my crowd that I'm looking for. So I'm going to pass the microphone over to David. David, take it away.
Okay, well, to do the things that you're looking to do, I think we've got the ideal combination of things here. Yeah. This is relatively new. This is our VS21. Okay. It is a single 21-inch hybrid horn. It's got a short straight horn and a vented section. This thing is flat down to 25 hertz, wow. Plus minus 3 dB. It hits like a pretty hard. Come with the horn loaded section, and that's never going to come across on a camera, but it will move your clothes and all that good stuff. And you can add more. This is our DV12. It's a great complement for the VS21. It is a very wide dispersion, narrow vertical coverage, long throw, 3,000 watt, 12-inch two-way. Wow. It weighs 50 pounds. And you can do what's over there, which is an invertible array of it, if we pan over. And that guy, you can stack another one on top of it, and you've got yourself a miniature line array style cabinet. You get ideal summation because the tweeters are together and the woofers are aligned, and so you get your same 120-degree horizontal dispersion with your tighter vertical dispersion, and it's adjustable for vertical coverage. So it functions very much like a line array. Sure. There's a limit of only 2 boxes. You can't just go up 10, 11, 12. You only do 2. Okay. But from the point of view of what you're looking to do, it's scalable. So you can have a small system with 2 of these and 2 subs, and then you can make your system bigger with up to 8 subs and 4 of those and do incredibly big jobs. Now, for how big they can get, we've had customers doing events of 800, at a prom, sure, with 2 of those, not 2 pairs, but just 2 boxes, and running them with 2 double 18s per side. Wow. And this single 21 is as loud as our double 18. Wow. And it uses half the current to do it. Yeah. So you can plug 2 of those 21s into a single 20 amp circuit and run them all night long. Yeah. So as far as practically speaking, these things are, up the bomb. And you've got multiple ways of stacking them. You can lie them down. They have feet on both sides. Okay. They have feet on the bottom. And they transport on a cart, an optional cart. Sure. So they don't have wheels on them, so they don't rattle. So you can stack them side by side. You can stack them on top of each other, and you'll see that another one of those would put that top just about at that height. Yeah. So you flip one on top, you put the top on. Okay.
I got you. So a couple of questions. Mm-hmm. So let's say if I was doing a decent sized prom and I had these on their sides, mm-hmm, would you recommend? Okay, so something like this, mm-hmm, that can be flown. How would I go ahead and fly that? Is there the fly kit that kind of comes with it? Or?
The fly points are actually here, and they link together through the metal.
Right on the side there. Yeah, on the side. See that right there.
And so there's a side pull anchor that goes on here, and you lift it from the side if you were going to fly it. Most of the time, they're not intended to go very high. Sure. It's a tight vertical pattern, and it's not intended to be up and aimed down because that would narrow the number of people you could catch.
Would you say a ceiling about like what we've got here, a little bit higher maybe?
Not much, no. I wouldn't go higher than this. That up to, I'd say the bottom of the box, not more than about 7 feet off the ground, ideally.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow. And coverage enough for 800 students for sure. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And more. It depends on who people have different expectations. I'll talk to people and they'll say, excuse me, they'll say, oh, I'm doing X number of people, 700 people with these such and such boxes. And I'm like, but they ask me, what do we do with these boxes? And I say, well, I would say it depends on how crazy you want to get. Sure. It's not about how many people you can cram into the space. I mean, you could cram probably 300 people in this room. It wouldn't be comfortable, but you know, it's like, oh, well, then you cover 300 people and you'd be crushing them. But if they were, you know, so those kind of questions about how many people are really tough to answer in terms of that. It really comes down to how much sound pressure level do you want at what distance, and these things will put it out there. I mean, you could easily do for something that's not really intense and like rave or, you know, bass heavy, kind of mad loud, probably more than 1,000 people, you know, like a festival type of thing or a jazz festival kind of thing where you're not trying to kill people. You could get a lot of sound out to a good long distance, and especially with a pair of them on each side, you've got essentially line array coverage.
Yeah.
But if you really want to crush people, then, you know, you give up a little bit of that, because the further away they get, the less impact it'll have. Yep. It's just the nature of physics.
The nice thing about it too, like you said, I mean, your tops are 50 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, you take 4 of those, you take 4 subs, you put them into a small compact enclosed trailer, and you've got, there we go, and you've got enough to be able to bring that huge sound system in with not a whole lot of, you're not bringing a semi in.
That's the advantage of having loud speakers. We make these things epically loud and powerful, but the reason for that is because when you have loud speakers, you bring less of them and you do more work, or at least you do less work and they do more work. Exactly. So you set up quicker, you take down quicker at the end of the night, you bring less gear and you less vehicle, you know, all this stuff, less labor people that you have to pay to haul it around. It sets up quick, it plug and play, it's programmed, it sounds great, and it's, as much as we can make it, it's bulletproof, and the warranty, you know, stands behind it for that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, more information. Where do the folks at home find you guys online?
We're at bassboss.com. Okay. Yeah, it's BASSBOSS.com.
And David's your guy. Yeah. Hey, everybody at home, take a listen if you get a chance to BASSBOSS. They're incredible. I've heard them in large rooms and in smaller rooms like this, and it blows your socks off. I mean, you've got an incredible amount of sound coming out of these cabinets, and it sounds clear. It's not muddy ever.
We work really hard on making sure that they stay well behaved. There's some of the proprietary processing that we have in these things allows you to just do, you know, a lot of times the person who's in charge of the system isn't the one who's playing making the noise, so they can get out of control and people panic. You don't have to worry about these things. They have all the protection built into them, and you can go straight from the mixer to them. You don't need anything in between. You just turn them on. Yeah.
Hey, everybody at home, thank you so much for watching. It's Jeremy and David. We're at Mobile Beat 2018.